where the devils play, under a sky that's ashen and gray. There's a town that the maps forgot to name, where whiskey drowns a man's old shame. Ghost of a train, a whistle cuts through night, echoing the hearts that lost the fight. Beneath the whiskey, there's fire in the cold, stories of a love lost, tales boldly told. Each drop hides a secret in the glass they lay. Underneath the whiskey, night turns into day. In the shadow of a burned down church spire, I met a lady dressed in funeral attire, spoke of a love by betrayal undone, her lover left under the setting sun. A bottle shared on a grave of stone, promises whispered in a mournful tone. Beneath the whiskey, there's ghosts in the well, echoes of laughter, a descent into hell. Each sip a memory, bitter and gray. Underneath the whiskey, the past won't stay away. On cursed land, by the light of the moon, I face the heartache all too soon. Vengeance a burden too heavy to bear. Her eyes met mine, a cold and distant stare. A truth revealed in a silver flash, under whiskey's spell, our dreams do ash. Beneath the whiskey, find the end of the line, where pain meets the dust and fates entwine. Each bottle empty, just like my heart. Underneath the whiskey, where all things part. Beneath the whiskey, redemption's too far. In the silence of the desert, beneath the stars. Down a dusty path where the devil's winds blow, found an old town, shadows dancing slow. Whiskey bottle laying in the middle of the street. A church was burning, near the flames crack and weep. No mercy on the lonely road, where the lost souls come to bear their load. Silent deserts keep their cursed vows. Ain't no forgiveness, just echoes of how. Met a man with eyes like cold train steel, said he lost his love to a crooked card deal. Promised vengeance neath the crescent moon's glow. Blade in his grip, no intent to let go. No mercy on the lonely road, where silence speaks in codes nobody knows. Ghost towns whisper of the deeds so foul. Old sins cast long shadows, they never throw in the towel. In a forgotten note strums the sorrow of lands, weary and worn on the lonely road where such tales are born. In the whisper of the wind, through the chapel's charred remains, under moonlit dusk, where the silence speaks in veins, an old ghost town sleeps in the shadow of its sins. The echoes of my boots, like whispers of forgotten hymns. Whiskey bottle clutched a faithful friend in this demise. In the heart of cursed lands, where my only refuge lies. Oh, the shadows dance where the wild coyotes call. Lost love's a ghost, spinning tales of my downfall. Beneath the starlit scorn and the devil's own deceit, the shadows ballad plays where revenge and sorrow meet. There's a tale of love like a mirage in desert heat. Her laughter once a melody, now a retreat. Betrayed by a kiss and a Judas on the prowl. In the silent desert, the sins begin to scowl. Train whistle moans, the sound from there is gone, carrying dreams like dust, forever drawn and drawn. Oh, the shadows dance where the wild coyotes call. Her ghost in my dreams, a haunting perpetual. Under the gaze of God and a sky that won't forget, the shadows ballad plays on a stage of deep regret. By the burning church I stood with a gun in my hand, faced the traitor's eyes on this cursed forsaken land. The storm in my heart, louder than the howling gust. In the shadows ballad in its justice, I entrust. So here the shadows dance, and here I make my stand. Revenge or grace by the trigger of my hand. In the haunted quiet where old loves are interred, the shadows ballad ends without another word. In the shadow of the valley where the sun forgets to shine, I ride alone past whispers in the pines. Dust kicks up neath the hooves of my old gray mare. Ghost towns echo tales of despair. A whiskey bottle clinks against my side as I ride toward vengeance with nowhere to hide. Riding through the last ride under a blood red sky, past burning churches where the lost souls lie. Hear the train whistle mourn a tune so wild and wide. I'm chasing shadows on this long last last ride. The wind-house secrets of a cursed land. Once loved a woman, she slipped right through my hands. Betrayed by a brother, now a foe, not a friend. Left me for dead in a story that he penned. But the desert knows the sins of night, and in its sands I plot my fight. Riding through the last ride under a blood-red sky, past forgotten graves where the dust storms fly. Hear the train whistle mourn a tune so wild and wide. I'm facing demons on this long last ride. In the mirror of the night, face to face with my past. Every scar, every wrong, shadows cast. With the ending near, this tale's last page, I'll meet my fate with a gunfighter's rage. Riding through the last ride under a blood-red sky. This is my confession, this is my goodbye. Hear the train whistle sing a hymn so wild and wide. I'm embracing darkness on this last solemn ride. No more shadows, just the truth by my side. And in the shadows where the whiskey rivers flow, under moonlight scorn, the church bells toll no more. Lonely road stitched with forgotten names, through the dust storms roll, carrying my blames. Midnight in the church fire, glowing red as rage. Silent prayers turn whispers in this cursed stage. Ashes fall like snowflakes on this barren land. All that's left is guns still burning in my hand. There's a ghost town waiting where our loved ones bloomed. That old wooden cross, now scorched and consumed. Neath a sky that mourns with stars that weep, lies the secret that the old church keeps. Midnight in the church fire, embers tell no lies, haunted by the specters of old sorrowful goodbyes. Echoes of the choir, trapped in flames embrace, a prayer for my darling, lost without a trace. By the altar I stand, with shadows at my side, face the man who swore she'd be his bride. Two shots rang clear through the cold night air, one for my heart, the other in despair. Midnight in the church fire where my vengeance bled, laid him down beside his lies in a forgotten bed. Now I roam a phantom in the night's cold snare, a soul untethered riding winds of despair. Each verse echoes the haunting sway of desert winds, carrying tales of old sins, whispered by spirits still wandering the forsaken path.
Out in the shadow of the devil's spine, where the wind sings low through the hangman's vine, ghost town whispers, a tale unfolds beneath the hollow sky in the cold. Whiskey bottles lay by forgotten graves, each sip a memory of the brave. Dance a hollow sky waltz under the moon's pale light, twirl with the ghosts of those lost to the night. Feet step in dust where the shadows play, the hollow sky waltz calls the souls who stray. Silent deserts hold the secrets of old, of a lover's betrayal and hearts turn cold. Train whistles mourn like a funeral cry past burning churches where faith did die. She promised forever by the light of the stars, now she's just another scar. Dance a hollow sky waltz under the moon's pale light, twirl with the ghosts of those lost to the night. Love's a bitter trail of the lonesome and gray, the hollow sky waltz sweeps the broken away. In the cursed land's grip under twilight's crown, I face the east where my life burned down. Dust storm roars a reckoning tune, her face appears in the eye of the monsoon. There's a hollow sky waltz with fury in might, claim the revenge in the dead of the night. Storms rage cleanses the sins of the fray, the hollow sky waltz where I'll lay her to stay. In the embrace of the land, under stars so high, I dance alone where the lost souls sigh. The hollow sky waltz, my final goodbye. I dance with the shadows under the cursed sky. In the shadow of the valley, where the wild coyotes call, lies a town they named Amigo, under twilight's heavy pall. Whiskey bottles line the barroom, dust storms cloak the noon and gray. Each step creaks a tale forgotten by the church where demons play. Dance the ashes waltz neath the ghostly silver moon. Turn your partner slow to that old forsaken tune, where the heartbeats once echoed, now the silence reigns supreme. In the waltz of the fallen, find the love you cannot redeem. Once a lover sweet as raindrops, once a trigger cold as steel, her kiss of venom, secret kept beneath her heel. By the train tracks left me bleeding, for that treacherous gold mine's call. Haunted whispers in the chapel, where the darkest shadows fall. Dance the ashes waltz neath the ghostly silver moon. Turn your partner slow to that old forsaken tune. Echoes of the laughter now twisted in the winds. In the waltz of vengeance, the outlaw's tale begins. Underneath the burning steeple, face the ghost of futures dead. Blood for blood, a reckoning, the desert sand stained red. No more running, no more hiding, let the cursed past be shown. In the heart of El Cenizo, I reclaim what once was known. Dance the ashes waltz with the shadows long and grim. Turn your sorrow slow, let the haunting hymn begin. Past the ruins, through the silence, where the lost souls find their way. In the dance of the darkness, till the night turns into day. With hollow sky, crimson sun bleeds its light on a ghost town streets. A whiskey bottle rolling past the chapel's burned out shell. Dust devils dance where laughter used to meet. Specters whisper secrets that the night won't tell. I'm just dancing with a hollow sky, where the stars don't dare to tread. Echoes of a lonesome lie, riddle cry, across plains where the angels fear to wed. Once loved a girl with storm clouds in her eyes, in a town too cursed, where hope dared not to stay. She left with a train whistle's mournful sighs. Under a dust storm shroud, she stole my heart away. Dancing with a hollow sky, beneath the moon that hides its face in shame. Every whispered wind's a soul's goodbye to a land that forgot to remember its own name. crossroads by the forgotten graves, I face the devil wearing my lover's guise. A showdown with the shadows that she gave underneath the hollow, heartless skies. So I dance alone with the hollow sky. Revenge, a bitter trail from the lies she spun. This outlaw heart set to ride or die underneath the cursed eye. In the shadow of an old ghost town where the wind whispers sins, the desert sun paints the cracks in a land forgotten by kin. Rusted signs sway, tales of a cursed gold that never gave. Dark secrets lie with the whiskey bottles beneath the silent grave. Oh, the moans neath the earth, they call out in the night. Lost loves and old betrayals hide from the pale moonlight. No peace for the haunted, no rest for the brave. All stories end beneath the silent grave. A train whistle blows, cutting through the silence like a scream. Brings me back to her eyes, shining under starlight's gleam. A preacher man once said our sins are ours alone to save. Now he lies with the ashes of a church that he couldn't save. Oh, the cries in the wind, they echo through the fight. Goes to the past, dancing with the dust storms in the night. Each step is a memory, each memory a wave, crashing down beneath the silent grave. Shadowed by the burnout chapel frame, I faced the man who bore my name and the curse we both claim. With pistol drawn and heartbeat loud, we settled debts unpaid. One man's truth, another's lie beneath the judgment laid. And dreams best left unbraved. Forgive me, love, for the path I chose and the soul I couldn't save. I'll meet my peace come the end beneath the silent grave. Of a ghost town under a bone-white moon, the wind whispers secrets in a cursed, chilling tune. A lone whiskey bottle half buried in the sand glints like a teardrop from a long-lost band. The church on the hillside smolders still, echoing prayers
prayers of a people's broken will. At midnight in the outlaw heart, shadows dance with fate, every whisper in the dark, a story of love and hate. The desert holds the memories of pistol smoke and scars underneath the silent stars. At midnight in the outlaw heart. Railroad tracks stretch, reaching for the past. The train's mournful whistle screams of love that couldn't last. Her laughter haunts the canyons, a melody of pain. The night we vowed forever, then never spoke again. My boots stir the dust where we once had roamed, in the depths of the night where cold truths are combed. At midnight in the outlaw heart, echoes fill the void, each ghostly tale retold of lives once enjoyed. The desert knows each secret, each buried broken part, lost within the whispering winds. At midnight in the outlaw heart. I face the mirror of my soul in the silver moon's cold glare, haunted by the specter of a love beyond repair. My hand grips the pistol as vengeance takes its heart in the theater of the damned, where end and beginnings start. At midnight in the outlaw heart, destiny is spun, the past and present blur where all my roads come undone. Here lies my redemption, or perhaps my final mark. I'm one with the dust and shadows at midnight in the outlaw heart.
Out here where the wind whispers secrets of sin, the sun beats down where my troubles begin. Ghost town shadows, they dance on the graves of men too foolish, too wild to be saved. Whiskey bottles lay empty souls just the same under the heat of this cursed land's flame. There's no mercy in the dusty boots, walking lines that the devil drew, haunted by the love that the desert took, silent prayers to a forsaken rook. Every step, every move bears the weight of the past, in the heart of the outlaw where nothing can last. That train whistle moans like an old church choir, singing tales of a cross, of smoke and of fire. She loved like a tempest, left like a thief. In her eyes a storm, in my heart the grief. The dust storms came and covered my tracks. She's a memory's ghost that ain't never coming back. There's no mercy in the dusty boots, walking lines that the devil drew, haunted by the love that the desert took, silent prayers to a forsaken room. Every step, every move bears the weight of the past, in the heart of the outlaw where nothing can last. In the desert echoes of the lives they uproot. A trail of vengeance, old debts to pay, forgotten souls in the break of day. No mercy in the leather and the dust, just a heart full of bullets and a gun that won't rust. In every line, a shadow of fate, where love's lost and revenge won't wait.
In the dusk of Lonesome Hollow, where the ghost trains whistle low, a dusty breeze spins tales of a love from long ago. Underneath old hanging lanterns with shadows casting doubt, the whiskey bottles lay forgotten and the roses are all out. Dance the roses in the casket waltz under the moon's cold stairs, silent steps on cursed lands, perfume hanging in the air, where every petal dropped to sin, each thorn a tale of scorn. Dance the waltz of the fallen night, where veils of sorrow are worn. She was beauty like the sunrise in a town too rough to tame, but her heart hid secret shadows with a love she never claimed. By the chapel stood her lover, not the one she vowed to keep. Church bells rang their silent warning in a town too dead to weep. Dance the roses in the casket waltz with echoes soft and frail. Betrayals breeze through burning church o'er the hills and dusty trail. Each step a haunting memory, each turn a whisper's breath. Dance the waltz of ghostly veils twirling closer to their death. Silence of the desert, beset by stars' cold light, he found the grave unspoken where she lay an endless night. Across the wasteland's whisper, he swore by blood and stone, her betrayal would not linger where the sands of time had blown. So dance the roses in the casket waltz to settle old debts past, a gunslinger's final showdown where only shadows cast. With each petal lies a story in the ground, a lover's curse. Dance the waltz in the quiet land where silence ends the verse.
In the heart of the silent desert, under a blood-red moon's glow, stood a man with a bottle of a whiskey, where the winds of regret blow. The town was just a shadow, a memory of smoke and flame, ghost of a church still ringing, a hymn bearing name. Oh, the devil's deal and the drifting smoke, signed in the shadows where the lost souls show. Whispers on the dust storms cry, telling tales of how you'll never die. Once loved a girl with eyes like the stormy skies, but the devil had his due under those cursed sunrise. Betrayal came on a cold train's whistle, far and keen, left nothing but her locket and dreams that could have been. Devil's deal in the dusk and the smoke that blinds, promises made in the dark bind the strongest mind. Echoes of her laughter swallowed by the sand, in the heart of the cursed lands where we stand. Face to face with the past, in the eye of a dust-swirled fight, the ghosts of a wrong heart rising with the night. Found her grave unmarked beneath the desert scorn, a whispered sorry to the winds, a love reborn. So here's to the devil's deal and the ever-burning smoke, in the land of lost chances where hope is a cruel joke. Raise a glass to the sky, to the love and life I forsake, riding out with the dawn for my damn soul's sake.
In the shadow of a burned down church beneath the silver moon, whiskey breath and cursed lands under a lonesome coyote's tune. A dusty bottle rolls, forgotten by old boots worn and frayed, where a ghost of vengeance whispers on winds of debts unpaid. No mercy in the outlaw heart, fire in his wearied bones, riding through these silent deserts, past unmarked stones, where the train whistle moans a sorrow that only the lost can know. He walks a path of shadows where no righteous man dares go. A tale of love betrayed by blood in the cold light of dawn. Her memory a haunting ghost in the town, at times withdrawn. He swore revenge on the man who turned his day to night, his heart locked up in darkness, far from mercy's light. No mercy in the outlaw heart, hardened by the winds. He rides through cursed landscapes where the trail of vengeance begins. Under the weight of sorrow, his pain a ceaseless roam, an outlaw bound by clanking chains, far from any home. At the crossroads he stands, gun heavy in his hand, face to face with his betrayer in this God-forsaken land. Ice cold as the desert night, the showdown silent tight, echoes of justice firing, cutting quickly through the fray. No mercy in the outlaw heart, and revenge finally his. The ghost town whispers settle as he's embraced by desert's kiss, riding off past burning sands into a crimson sky. An outlaw with a heart so broken, not even time can try.
In the dying light of a dusty town, where the shadows stretch to claim the ground beneath is thirsty, scorched curse without a name. Echoes of a train whistle cutting cold and sharp as a knife. Beneath the hollow sky I ride this path, the last one in my life. Blood on the saddle, blood on the sand, blood drying under a cursed land. Whiskey whispers of vengeance and pride on the silent, haunted final ride. Blood on my hands where it's always been, painting sins in the shapes of men. Tonight I ride with ghosts by my side, blood on the last ride. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes in a chapel built of stone, but betrayal burned the bridges, left me wandering alone. Her memory a ghost town, her touch a distant dream. Now every mile I'm riding ain't quite as it seems. Blood on the saddle, blood on the sand, memories fading this forsaken land. along on this last ride. Blood on my heart where it's seared and scored, each beat a reminder of the sword. Tonight I ride past wrongs to right, blood on the last ride. In the stillness of the desert, a reckoning to face, each step forward in this ghostly trace. From burning churches to forgotten graves, each soul finds its place. And in the dust my heart confronts the darkest truth it must embrace. Blood on the saddle, blood on my soul. This ride's my penance, this ride's my toll. Whiskey's my witness in the night so wide, to every whisper secret I confide. Blood on my hands set to be dry as dawn breaks cold on this last ride. Tonight the past and I collide, blood on the last ride. As the sun rises red over lands best left dead, I leave behind stories untold in the silence dark and cold. Under the hollow sky at midnight's call, a dusty road where shadows dance and fall. Whiskey bottle lying by my side in a ghost town where even the brave ones hide. Echoes of train whistles cut the air, reminding me of the cross I bear. 'Neath the cursed moon I see your face, haunted dreams in this godforsaken place. Yes, midnight in the hollow sky screams so dry, every star's a secret, every breeze a sigh. Once loved a beauty, fair and wild, her betrayal burned, left me reviled. Found her whispers in another's embrace, in the church that fire did disgrace. Silent desert bear my solemn oath, her memory's the noose and I'm the load. Cursed moon, I see your face, haunted dreams in this godforsaken place. Yes, midnight in the hollow sky, love's lie, every tear's a shadow, every goodbye a cry. My foe, dust storms rage to the end we go, guns drawn under the eye of fate, two shots in the silence, only one escapes. Neath the cursed moon I claim my deed, from love and vengeance my soul's free. Midnight in the hollow sky, truth found, later ghost down in that hallowed ground.
sky. I ride through the sand, past ghost towns and graves in this God-forsaken land. A whiskey bottle clutched, memories flood like rain. The echoes of the past whispering with pain. Riding through the cursed land, heart heavy as stone, lost love and betrayal. In this desert I roam, each mile a reminder of the cost of my sins. Riding through the cursed land, where the darkness begins. Dust storms swirl round like the lies that were spun. Found love in her eyes, neath the same burning sun. But a train whistle moans, a dirge for my soul. She's gone with the shadows, where the night winds blow. Riding through the cursed land, guns at my side, silent desert's witness to the tears I've denied. Seek redemption or a bullet to end my plight. Riding through the cursed land, through the endless night. At the old churchyard, where the fire still burns, I see your shadow dance at every painful turn. My heart calls for justice, but there's no peace to find. Only whispers of the past twisting through my mind. Riding through the cursed land, this tale's nearly done. Fate's a cruel mistress under this merciless sun. But in this endless desert, I've made my final stand. Riding through the cursed land, gun cold in my hand. Where the hanging tree waits, out where the whispering shadows creep, in a ghost town too lost for the sun to keep. A dusty bottle lays by a cursed land's gate, near the hanging tree where the dark winds wait. Echoes of train whistles over the plains, through the quiet remnants of forgotten pains. Where the hanging tree waits, so still, so grim, underneath its boughs I sing this hymn. For the souls of the lost, the betrayed, the gone, in the heart of the night their spirits drawn. A tale of a lover with eyes like stormy skies, her promises as hollow as her alibis. In the light of a burning church I found my dread, a whisper in the wind, better off dead. The starlit bad
edge that led me astray to the land where the shadows swallow the day, where the hanging tree waits, its branches sway, calling out the tune of the stray. For justice, for vengeance, beneath the moon's glance, in its eerie silence, the dead they dance. Storm, I faced my foe. In the silence of the desert, the truths I now know. The bullet was swift, a flash in the night by the hanging tree, ending the fight where the hanging tree waits with nooses old and frayed. I lay down my gun beneath its shade, for in the wild desert under vast starlit skies rest the tales of the old where my heart lies.
In the whisper of the wind, through the chapel's charred remains, under moonlit dust, where the silence speaks in veins, an old ghost town sleeps in the shadow of its sins. Echoes of my boots like whispers of forgotten hymns. Whiskey bottle clutched, a faithful friend in this demise, in the heart of cursed lands, where my only refuge lies. Oh, the shadows dance where the wild coyotes call. Lost love's a ghost spinning tales of my downfall. Beneath the starlit scorn and the devil's own deceit, the shadows ballad plays where revenge and sorrow meet. There's a tale of love like a mirage in desert heat. Her laughter warms a melody, now a retreat. Betrayed by a kiss and a Judas on the prowl. In the silent desert, the sins begin to scour. Train whistle moans, a sound from air is gone, carrying dreams like dust, forever drawn and drawn. Oh, the shadows dance where the wild coyotes call. Her ghost in my dreams, a haunting perpetual. Under the gaze of God and a sky that won't forget, the shadows ballad plays on a stage of deep regret. By the burning church I stood with a gun in my hand, faced the traitor's eyes on this cursed forsaken land. The storm in my heart louder than the howling gust. In the shadows ballad, in its justice I entrust. So hear the shadows dance and hear down where the whiskey drowns forgotten graves, and the wind whispers tales of the depraved. Ghost town shadows, they dance in the dust. Silent desert guards the secrets of the unjust. On the devil's lonely road, he rides alone, past burning churches where no light is shone. Beneath the cruel moon, he seeks what he's owed. Every turn, every cross, on the devil's lonely road. He once loved a maiden, fair and wild, betrayed by a friend, deceit tender as a child. Revenge burns like the desert, sun overhead. Dreams of vengeance fill the nights in his bed. On the devil's lonely road, he rides with a frown, chasing echoes of a life in a tumble downtown, seeking justice in lands where the lost souls go. Every mark, every scar, on the devil's lonely road. In the cool night air, a train whistle moans, a reminder of the heart he once called his own. At the crossroads he stands, gun heavy with lead, face the ghost of the past, eyes fiery red. On the devil's lonely road, he finds his peace, letting go of the love, letting the torment cease. In the silence of the desert, a story foretold of a man and his sins, on the devil's lonely road.